everyone, it's your girl Beauty87 here, and today we're going to get into the me ranking all of the holiday palettes I purchased part 2. So remember I told you all I still had palettes coming in, so I had to do more of those. So I figured we'll talk about the rest of them today, and then we will go ahead and and then I'll be done with this series. I got one more holiday palette in, but I just decided not to like put it in this video because I don't even know if I'm going to use it or if I'm going to put it in a giveaway. So I was like, since I don't know, there's no point of holding up the video. Anyway, let's get started because I have like 11 palettes here and we need to get to it. Aside from the fact that I'm cooking, so when I get done with this, I need to go downstairs and make sure Adriangameover is like dinner is ready. So the last one I have, number 11, is the Rosy Glam palette from Mario. Sorry, Makeup by Mario. If you all remember the video when I blended out the matte shade, it turned like this weird gray color on me, and I definitely wasn't like feeling that. Aside from the fact that this one has nothing but pretty much satins and like one shimmer, and I don't care about this type of shimmery shade. And then the cool dual chrome shade is more of like a satin, so that's why this palette overall disappointed me, because the one matte I have to use turns gray on my skin tone, and then the other ones are satins, which I'm not super excited about. And then this is one boring champagne shade, so that is why it's at the bottom of the list, because it's just like, no, you only got one matte, girl, and you can't perform properly with that. Like, no. Another one that's at the bottom of the list, number 10, is the, what is this, Viseart Lilas palette. And I feel like when I open this up, you'll know why. Because it has nothing to do with the quality of it. It's just more of the shade selection that they chose. As you can see, like, neither one of these mattes really works for me. I was pushing it trying to use this one, but this one I thought was going to be a little bit more helpful. But, like, neither one of them worked for me. And then their shimmer form is a little too light for my liking. So I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't. No. So this palette was a bust for me. So no surprise that the other one I bought is in here as well. And it's number 9, the Framboise. I believe is how you say it. This one works a tad bit better because at least I can build up the pink to a certain extent. But even then, I feel like it still doesn't give me the true opacity that I like. And then the shimmers in here are just like more satiny, lackluster, if you will. And that's not my vibe. So these two palettes were a total bust for me. And yeah, I'm not feeling them at all. So at number 8, we have the Pumpkin Spice palette from Too Faced. I bought this because Karen Harris was talking about how nice it was or whatever. And the quality of it is nice. It's just the color story isn't necessarily my cup of tea. Like, it has a lot of warm tones up here. I think I like this one, and then like the purples in here, and that's pretty much it. And it's like the formula's fine, but it's not something I'm really going to reach for. I feel like I should do a part 2 of palettes I buy and never use, because this would definitely be in it. Like all my Too Faced palettes in general, the only ones I really reach for are the little what is it, the Tutti Frutti collection ones, which oddly enough they're getting rid of. So I'm just over here like, no, how dare you, how dare you. But alas, they're getting rid of them, so I can't do too much about that. Let me see. Next thing I have is the Greatest Hits Bangers from Lime Crime. This is number 7. I really like the formula of these, and the colors are okay. It's just more of, I feel like it's not necessarily a cohesive palette for me. Like, I don't have anything to really put with the purples in my personal opinion. And then a lot of these tones seem to be more warm tone, and we know I'm more of a cool tone girl. So I like the palette, I like the quality of it, and I did 3 looks for you all with it. It's just more of, I'm not truly impressed with the what do you call it, the color selection overall. I feel like it's kind of incomplete, if you will. So that's why it got lower. Otherwise, it's fine. It's just, that's my one issue with it. So if that was number 7, this is number 6. Number 6 is the Natasha Denona Trio-Chrome or Trio-Chrome palette. The reason this is somewhat higher up is because of its Trio-Chromes, and the fact that at least I have a dark V color to put in the crease and the outer V, and then I could just put one of the Trio-Chromes on the lid. But the majority of these shades in this palette don't work for me. I also put it higher up because it has that cream matte formula in it, and I actually like the cream matte formula of this one. So it's just a question of the color story not necessarily working for people my skin tone. So I like it to a certain extent, but I feel like it's limiting to a certain extent if you're my skin tone. I feel like after people that are like tan, you just, there's no purpose for it. So that's why it is at number 6. So the top 5 are the ones that I would most likely reach for again, and I like the most, just because, you know, I feel like they're better for people my skin tone, or I like the formulas of them better and things of that nature. So 5 and 4 are the other 2 Mario palettes. So I have Bronzy Glam and Party Glam. Obviously, Bronzy Glam is number 5, and Party Glam is number 4, just because, you know, At the end of the day, we know I'm not really a bronzy tone girl. But, I mean, the matte in here worked, which was already a plus from the Rosy Glam one, since that one didn't work. And I really like this shade right here. So when I want to do a quick eye look, I would take this and this. Probably put that one in the inner corner or something. And maybe run this one down the lower lash line or something. But I feel like this quad is a little bit easier to use. And when I have a rush and on the go, I would either use this one or like the Patrick Star one if I just want a quick eye look. Then, let me show you Party Glam, which is number 4. And you will know why it's ahead of the other one. Because, of course, he had to give me some blues. And I appreciate it, Mario. Thank you for the blues. This one right here is a really nice blue matte shade. I feel like it takes a little harder to blend. But otherwise, it's fine. I like the fact that you get a shimmery inner corner silver. Or a gold inner corner if you prefer gold over silver. And then you have this nice little blue to put on the lid to do a like... nice little all-around blue look. So this is a perfect little quad for me, and I feel like this one and the bronzy one would be good for you to take on vacation, so you can have your pop of color at night, and then in the daytime have your nice bronzy looks if you don't want to take a whole lot of makeup with you when you go on vacation. I don't take a whole lot of makeup with me when I go on vacation, believe it or not. I usually take the Eye Ecstasy kit from Pat McGrath, and then like the 2 little plastic kits she had, well, the 1 little plastic kit she had with the colors in it, and then I might take a single or something like that, but otherwise, you know, I'm cool. So next I have the El Barrio palette from Terra Moon as number 3. I really was surprised by this palette as far as the mattes go, because I've never tried any Terra Moon Cosmetics mattes. You all know in my Single Shadow Sundays I have tried their shimmers, so I knew about those. But I was curious about the mattes, and I liked the color story of this palette. And it actually surprised me a lot. I was quite impressed with the looks I got. I really liked the palette, and I definitely want to use it some more. So that's why I got to be so high, just because I was pleasantly surprised with my purchase. And for the fact that they said they would start sending out pre-orders on December the 10th, and I got it earlier than that. So I was happy about that as well. So, of course, I feel like we know what number 2 and number 1 is. Of course, it is the Milk Cosmetics and Beetlejuice collection. These are my top 2 holiday palettes from part 2 because they're just so awesome. Let me show you what they look like. I'll start off with the Waiting Room, and then I'll go in with my favorite one, of course, because of the packaging, the Beetlejuice one. But I did not use this palette on my eyes today, mind you, even though it looks like I could have. I did not. This is what it looks like on the inside. My favorite one in here is Salt Girl and Lydia when it comes to like the red shimmers. And then when it comes to like the deeper shades, I think I like Shrunken Head and Tombstone the best, because those are just really nice colors. But I love the packaging and the detail they put into it. I feel like they always slay it with their holiday collection. So if you're iffy about buying from them because you've heard like a whole bunch of mixed reviews, just wait till the holiday collection, girl, because they slay it every year, it seems like. Ever since Morte, like Morte they did it, Morte and Vita, and now the Beetlejuice collection. And like I said in my video, Dear Merit Cosmetics, we just need you to make nothing but, you know, like Tim Burton, like Halloween movies, this Christmas collection, since you want to make that a vibe. It's fine. Make it a vibe. We need some Edward Scissorhands in here. We need some Corpse Bride in here. We need, you know, we need you to come out with a Halloween collection with Willy Wonka the Chocolate Factory. Like, we just need all of it. You know, we need it all. But this palette here on the inside, this is what it looks like. It's absolutely stunning. I do agree with people though, like a lot of the purples look similar, and then like these 2 shades look somewhat similar, but overall I like the palette and I think it works. And I would love to, I actually want to pair this Recently Deceased palette, because the other one was called Waiting Room. I forgot to mention that, but I want to pair this Recently Deceased palette with my Smoke Sessions palette, because I feel like they would just make great looks and give me a couple more grungy matte colors to use on the outer V and crease instead of having to use purples and greens. So I'm thinking about doing that. I won't be doing it most likely anytime soon, and if I do, I'll probably put it on IG, because I know y'all tired of palette mashups here, and I ain't mad at you because I'm tired of making them. But that palette inspires me to want to make one, so I will be doing it. It's just a question of where. Anyway, those are my picks as far as ranking my holiday palettes part 2. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Remember, y'all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.